Hi, I'm Laura, this is my dad David, and we're back in the garden. It's been a while, but we thought we'd do a new series of videos for you. So the first one today is going to be looking at the roses in the garden and just seeing the changes in the roses depending on the location, kind of maybe whether it's sort of south facing, north facing, what we've got really.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
So,
It's just whether it's shaded or not.
Yeah.
So I think we thought we'd start with the best first, which is probably not necessarily the best way to go in. But this was a rose that we put in that friends bought from my wife 12 years ago when we first moved here.
Yeah.
And it's been, I think you'll probably agree, it's facing south, and it really does look stunning. And it's trained as, I've just noticed there's a bird's nest in the back there, but let's ignore that for the moment.
Well, that's quite nice. I quite like that.
And we've got the wires to hold it all up. Pruned fairly rigorously or vigorously in the autumn, and really the answer is to keep it fed and just watch out for green flying and make sure you spray it. But you feed them and you keep deadheading them as the season goes on, then I think the result's there and it's for all to see, and it's probably one of the best ones in the garden.
Particular feed that you use on them or anything?
Just rose feed, yeah. You can buy, the standard feed for roses, and also you can buy standard spray for green fly and such like, just to spray it all off. You do get mildew on roses, but this one, because it's nice and open, is really in really quite good nick.
It's quite sheltered here as well. Does that kind of help, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can probably tell it's summer's here. It's nice and bright. It's sheltered
today anyway.
Yeah. So it's nice and bright, and really it's shown it in its full glory. So we're now at the top of the garden. Obviously this is facing north, and this was a bed I put in about 3.5-4 years ago. Dug it all out. There was a lot of shrubs in here, and they're all shrub roses. What I've done, I've planted, I think there's 15 or so, but there's 3 of each variety dotted round, so we hopefully get quite a good blend. You can see there's no flower on them yet, although obviously they're just starting to come here. It's facing north, and the one thing, they are a bit on the leggy side, mainly because of the trees and the shade that's there. But they'll bloom all the way through the summer again, and they'll give us plenty of colour and some quite nice fragrance.
So are they just slower because of where they are? Is that why
Well, I
they
think
come off, or is it just this different types?
They're facing north, so it's colder. It's a colder sort of spot.
One there, isn't
It's one there. I mean, there's a few flowers around, but it's probably about 2 or 3 weeks early.
Okay.
And I think I've just spotted up there. There's pointers. There's a bush rose up there, an old-fashioned one with roses, and also a sort of hybrid one over there with yellow. And it just shows the difference in where you are basically. And this is the facing north. It's shaded. It's colder, and it's about 3 or 4 weeks behind the others. One other thing I'm going to do now that the roses are sort of they're there, they're set, they're all growing well. I'm going to put once I've moved some of these weeds and the ivy, I'm going to put a row of lavender, which I bought some plug plants. I've grown them on in the greenhouse, so I'm going to put it all the way around here, around the 2 sides, just to, I suppose, help give it some definition. And I'll be doing that in the next 2 or 3 weeks. Right, we're now at the front door effectively. Again, it's facing south, and that just shows all the difference. Climbing rose, it's been in 2 or 3 years, and it's really just starting to come into real fruition. It's grown up to the edge of the porch, and it'll flower now all the way through the summer. And I think, well, you've only got to see the picture there. It does look pretty stunning.
Yeah, it's really grown as well. The height of it is quite impressive.
I think when I bought it, it was meant to get about 9 or 10 feet, which is, well, it's about there. I don't. Yeah. I've never recognised 9 or 10 feet. Being a 5 foot something. Yeah. There you go, though. It's looking very nice. It's got nice fragrance, and it just frames the porch really.
Yeah.
Got to watch it for the window, but that's fine. It looks good.
Stops the burglars.
Yeah. Okay.
So on another note, then we're just going to move to the other side of the porch, just to see the difference. Sort of really small space. I mean, I'll move the camera and film at the same time, but I probably will cut it out. I imagine it'll be very wobbly. Let's see
And really, this just shows the difference. Other side of the porch, probably a bit more shade. It just comes on a little later, this rose, but it's just starting to flower now. Bit more vigorous, bit more height, and it's a pink as against the white one. But that will be again flowering all through the summer, and just frame. What we've got here is a north-facing wall, which is really quite difficult for growing roses, but it's quite a big, sparse wall. So, grew this. I put this in about 5 years ago. There's a lot of growth at the top, so what we're trying to do is put camellias down the bottom here, which will flower early spring. Acidic loving, so I've had to put plenty of acidic peat and such like in. So they're also white varieties, so there's 2 in there. Peony's been there forever, so it's still there. And I put some blue grasses along the front to try and put, well, garden design, blue and white, so, and the blue stuff's...
Oh, it wants me to try and pronounce it. So the blue stuff is Elymus Magellanus?
Yeah, something like
I
that.
feel like I've done a spell more than...
It's a perennial
pronounced
summer
above.
flowering. It's steel blue foliage, so hopefully that will all just
They're
blend
pros.
together. And the camellias will grow, about 3 or 4 foot in height over the next couple of years. As long as we get the right feed for them. But you've got to be careful because of its acid loving.
Okay.
All
So
right.
is that you can just buy certain feeds?
Oh
that
yeah,
are
you'll get acid loving. You can get the feed for those. I've got it through there. We'll look at that later maybe.
I'll put a link below.
Yeah.
I'll do that bit.
All right. Yeah, I won't do that. It's too technical. Right.
Okay.
I think that's probably it.
Yeah.
I've pruned 1 or 2 other roses, but it's not been a success of the year. That.
Well, it's been a funny year, hasn't it? The weather as well.
Well, I've pruned
But,
that one there to sort of
Again, we might be
death.
talking about something they can't see.
can't see. Yeah.
But yes, so I hope you enjoyed that video.
Yeah.
I wonder if Dad's going to remember what we say at the end. Hope you...
Oh no, there's no chance. There's something about there's 3 things you've got to do. One, like, pass it on,
share,
and
and
subscribe.
Subscribe. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
See you at the next one.
Yeah. Bye. Oh God.